Right now we're joined with Leon Worden, president of SCVTV. Leon, in the last 2.5 years, we've seen a lot of great programming and great changes, and this channel has come a long way. Can you talk about some of the things you're doing now and where we've come?
Sure, it's a whole new world here at SCVTV compared to, like you said, 2.5 years ago when our nonprofit organization took it over. We've got lots of great stuff going on here over the summer. We've got the House Blend Music Show, which is really popular, produced by our production manager, Megan Mann, who lots of folks know, and it's hosted by Stephen K. Peoples. And then we also go over to Jim and Bobby Jean Bell's Out West over there on Main Street, Newhall, and we televise their concerts that they have every couple of weeks. So we've got a lot of music on SCVTV right now, and just started doing again our SCV in the Movies series, which features old films that were shot here, or feature somebody like William S. Hart who has ties here, and that's hosted by E.J. Stevens from the Historical Society and Bill West from Friends of Hart Park.
And there's a lot of great programming for people to tune into, and why don't we talk a little bit, kind of a summary of what you guys do. So you're local television for the Santa Clarita Valley, and you do studio production, you do production out in the street, you cover events.
We cover, if it happens in the Santa Clarita Valley, you can pretty much be sure to watch it on SCVTV, whether we produce it ourselves, like the 4th of July parade. Football's coming back again, and we do football every fall, and a lot of stuff in the schools, and here we are just ramping up for another school year, and if it's happening in the community, or if it's happening in your child's school, chances are you're going to see it on SCVTV. Most of our stuff, all of our stuff in prime time, is Santa Clarita Valley. That's really the biggest thing that distinguishes us from every other channel on television. We're all about the Santa Clarita Valley.
And the SCVTV can be seen on SCVTV.com, on Uverse Channel 99, and also on Channel 20 for Time Warner.
Yeah, we're really pretty much everywhere now. Time Warner Cable Channel 20, where we're in the basic tier, so everybody who gets Time Warner Cable gets us. AT&T Uverse, you go to Channel 99 and click on Santa Clarita. But then we also stream the channel live on SCVTV.com. So if you have Dish, here's what we tell Dish customers. Satellite television doesn't carry local television channels pretty much anywhere. But what you do, I ask people, do you have Netflix? Do you use Netflix online? SCVTV.com is exactly the same as Netflix. But we're free, and our programming doesn't disappear after a while like it does on Netflix. But there were also lots of other places, all the social media outlets, Facebook, YouTube, we put it out there on Twitter, you name it. If you've heard of it, we're probably there, right? Trying to get everybody over to our fan page on Facebook. Just go to facebook.com/SCVTV, and you'll get right there. But yeah, we put out the breaking news on Facebook. We do a lot of different things at a lot of different places. Folks on Facebook know us for our breaking news, but really we kind of cover the whole spectrum. On our after-school programming is geared toward kids getting out of school, right? And then during prime time, a lot of that stuff, like I say, if it happens in your child's school, there's a good chance you'll see it in prime time. We also have a lot of local history shows, which are really popular. If you want to go from one segment of the population to another, really popular with folks over at the senior center, and we run that stuff pretty much after lunchtime at the senior center. So there's really something for everybody.
And another thing that you can find on SCVTV.com is also a current program schedule of what you guys are airing.
Sure. Anytime you want to know what's going to be on television, just go to SCVTV.com, go on the homepage where we have the live stream, and you'll see the channel listing on the right-hand side. Also on SCVTV.com, every show that we run on SCVTV lives on SCVTV.com forever, so you can watch it anytime.
And I know we see you more and more out in the community, whether it's the 4th of July parade or it's prep sports or maybe even a banner for a local nonprofit event that's happening. You guys are also a nonprofit, so talk about your structure and talk about how you are able to operate.
We consider ourselves the nonprofit that helps all other nonprofits. There are about 120 nonprofits in this valley, and we do provide free services to nonprofits. Anybody who comes to us, will publicize your event and all that sort of thing. But yeah, we're a nonprofit, but what does that really mean? If you watch the channel, and certainly our goal is to look like any other television channel, with the exception that it's mostly Santa Clarita Valley. So we run commercials. A lot of business people don't know this. A lot of business people who've been we changed the entire structure. Everything that SCVTV is changed 2.5 years ago. So there are a lot of business people in the community who remember the old way it was in the 80s and 90s when you didn't run commercials on SCVTV. Now we do. Now SCVTV is a place where you run your commercial, but we run it not only we reach not only all the Time Warner Cable customers with your commercial, but also AT&T and everywhere on all the social media. Where a nonprofit comes in that context is that we are a nonprofit, and so there's no profit taking, so we're able to pass those advertising savings on to our advertising customers.
Well, in much like the rest of the world, it's money pays for production. So the more contributions that you get, the more revenue that you get for people advertising means the more things you can cover. So it's more youth sports or it's more activity in the schools, and it really does make a big difference.
Clearly, the more money that walks in the door, the more people we're able to hire, the more events we're able to cover, the more nonprofit stuff we're able to do, the more you're able to see what's happening inside your kids' schools.
Leon, I want to thank you for joining us. Check out SCVTV. Again, you can look at it on AT&T Uverse, Channel 99, Time Warner Cable, Channel 20, scvtv.com.